on your home of the Hogs in Central Arkansas, 103.7 The Buzz. This broadcast was brought to you by Central Arkansas Cadillac Dealers, Network Services Group, Bale Chevrolet, Edwards Food Giant, Genesis of Conway, Lion Legal Services, Kaufman by Design West, Malvern National Bank, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Blackman Auctions, Winrock Automotive, ABC Supply, and Advantage Service Company.
Jones now throwing to the end zone, and it is complete! A touchdown! Oh, my! I can't believe it! 31 yards to Nitori Burton.
And McFadden breaks it up the middle. McFadden, big play. He's going to go. Darren McFadden is going to take it all the way. 80 yards for the touchdown. Darren McFadden, and Arkansas strikes just that quickly.
He's going to field it back at his own 5. Joe across the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Adams at the 30, and here we go. Joe's going to take it all the way. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. 95 yards on the punt return.
Here's the snap. It is low. The kick is blocked, and Arkansas covers.
Shotgun formation into the end zone. The pass is intercepted. Arkansas wins the ball game. Intercepted in the end zone. The Razorbacks have beaten the #1 team in the country.
It's time to dissect the game on the First Security Bank 5th quarter. We'll be talking Razorback football for the next 2 hours. This broadcast is brought to you by First Security Bank. Here are Randy Rainwater, Marcus Elliott, and Trey Schaff.
Well, how much longer can that music continue to play? Well, good evening.
Stop it.
Welcome to the First Security 5th quarter postgame show. Look at that. Look what's on the board, Mark. Trey says, will not be able to stay long.
Oh.
Yeah.
A likely excuse.
Yeah, what a good night to leave.
How many announcements did they make that the press box will close after the game?
Let me tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to file a lawsuit that the whatever the pregame show, the postgame show that comes on before us, I'm getting back some of that time. That's ridiculous. It's an hour and 15 minutes before we get to y'all. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Well,
come on.
Welcome.
Come on.
Welcome to our world.
I know.
I've already had to revise my. I told my wife. I said, "Oh, I'll be home about midnight," and then I didn't realize we was going to have a 3-hour post game. For the never mind.
Silly.
Okay, Marcus and I have cast our votes, and we have submitted them as the Heisman Trophy winner and first team All-American Trinidad Chambliss. After what? Again,
sparkling
performance. Thank you, Mark. I was trying to find the right phrase there. I was just thinking during the game, David and Trey and Mark, there were times in basketball that Arkansas would be playing somebody. This poor player was only averaging about 6 or 8 points going into the game. Before the night was over, he'd have 30, 35. Thought, okay.
When he played Arkansas.
Yeah, but when they played Arkansas. Yeah. All right, that kid's an All-American. Well, tonight, Mr. Chambliss, only 21 of 29, 353 yards, 1 touchdown. He also rushed 15 times, 62 yards, couple of touchdowns. I mean, I watched this young man play for Ferris State, and I watched him terrorize Harding University, which always has an outstanding defense.
Defense.
When Coach Paul Simmons says he's the best he's ever seen, I take that into account. And I'm understanding that's D2 competition. And I know there's been a lot of D2 players who have moved on to whether it be Power 4 or otherwise and have been outstanding performers. But, David, let me just – because Marcus and I, we have been dissecting this defense the moment that we started talking. But I want to talk to a defensive player. And I want you to explain to me the debacle which we watched tonight, because I was told that, and Trey has said this, Trey Biddy has said this on our airways multiple times. He has said that the greatest amount of NIL money, revenue sharing money, was spent on the offensive line. And I'll tip my hat, even though they gave up 5 quarterback hurries, they didn't give up a sack. Offense had over 500 yards of total offense, so you can't say they didn't do their job. But the other majority of this so-called revenue-sharing money went to the secondary. David, please walk me off the ledge. I had concerns after Alabama A&M. I had concerns after the Arkansas State game. Regardless what Arkansas State did today against Iowa State. I applaud their effort today, 24-16. I mean, they came close. But, David, walk me off the ledge.
Well, listen, I remember after Alabama A&M, I expressed some concern. Everybody, you're trying to be too negative. You're being negative. I just said, you could see.
Rick is not with us right now, so
you could see in that Alabama A&M game, it was like, You know, we heard all during the spring and during the summer or fall camp, you know, we're bigger, faster, we looked the part, we got all the measurables. And I'm going to tell you, Marcus, you and I played with the guys who had great measurables, the strongest this and all this. Doesn't mean they're good football players.
That's exactly
and
right.
so, to me, the most important thing you better have is football IQ. And, this is what I was concerned about, what you saw today. You know, last year when we played them, when they scored 63, there was, 3 or 4 times where, I can't remember the receiver's name. He just ran by our guy. He had 350 yards and 5 touchdowns. But tonight you saw it. There was confusion. There were guys that were running out of their zone. There were, that one drag receiver that ran across the back of the end zone, ran through 3 guys and everybody just let him go. So somehow, somewhere you're disconnecting with your responsibility. Now, did Kiffin scheme up something maybe to confuse things? Maybe, but you should know the basics of what you're supposed to do. Whether it be linebackers, we saw game 1 where the linebackers just were letting guys run free, and that's what we saw again tonight. So I think it's a football IQ thing. That's why I don't, take into consideration, he looks good, he ran a 4.5. Tell me he's a good football player. And, Pittman came in tonight and said, we got a problem. Yeah, we got a problem. And, again, I will say this. Lane Kiffin's a good offensive mind. You can say what you want to about that kid being a Division II player. That dude's a gamer. He zipped that ball around just as well as that first-team guy that would have been in there. Could we have done better? Sure. But he did make some great throws, and then a lot of times he would throw it up, and, their guy would get it and ours would not. So it's just, again, I just think what we have, maybe we're not as good as what we thought we were, number one. Number two, it's one thing to be not as good physically or whatever, but when you're not in position or you don't follow what you're supposed to do, that's the killer. That's what looks bad. It just looks like you're inept. And, what they have, 3 straight drives of 4 plays, 75 yards. Yep. I mean, 75 yards, 75 yards, 75 yards. Couldn't stop them.
Well, and Marcus, Randy, and Baz, that's where they come out of the gate, and Arkansas can't tackle. How many missed tackles did they have on defense? And it's like, if you can just make the tackle on the first time you're to a guy, you're going to stop him. But they couldn't do it. I don't know if they didn't tackle during the week because of coming off of the Arkansas State game. They were a little bit light on the tackling this week in practice. Who knows?
Well,
but you have to be able to tackle.
I will say this, too. The defensive line, I'll be honest with you, the defensive line played a little bit better against the run than I was expecting. The problem is, didn't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, brought some guys at some point. But the secondary, obviously, if you look at the numbers, a lot of where they were killing us is the passing game, and they just sort of did what they wanted to do in the passing game, obviously.
Mark and I have to take a timeout. we're still recovering.
From what?
Disaster. Total disaster.
Yeah, you had a chance to win, Randy. Had a chance.
All right. This is the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott, Troy Shepp. The Baz is with us tonight. I'm Randy Rainwater. Stay tuned.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken and sausage jambalaya for only $7.49 per pound, with corn souffle for $5.99 per pound.
I'm Thomas Blackman with Blackman Auctions. How much easier would life be if you could take away your stresses and worries with one phone call? Just turn all of your problems over to a person and let them de-stress your life. That's what we do at Blackman Auctions. We are much more than an auction company. We take your unwanted assets in your life and turn them into money in 30 days. Organize, market, deal with attorneys, real estate agents, debt services, closing companies, and those members of your family. You know who they are. Making your life as easy as possible since 1938. Better auctions or Blackman Auctions.
Hi, I'm Hunter Bell from Bell Chevrolet. Football season in Arkansas is one of my favorite times of the year. And I think we can all agree that game days are better with tailgating. Fourth quarters are better with game-winning field goals. And the best played games are better with teamwork. And just like on the field, Bell Chevrolet is better because of our people and their dedication to our customers. Shop Bell Chevrolet and BellChevrolet.com today. Together, let's drive.
Attention Central Arkansas. If you're looking for reliable home and business services, look no further. For over 45 years, Advantage Service Company has been your local expert in HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs with outstanding customer service from licensed technicians ready to help with every step. Call or text today and enjoy peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Cheer on your favorite university and call Advantage Service Company. Your comfort is just a call away. 501-1-CALL. 501-663-2255.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Noir golf wear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items. And you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $800 million. So, what would you do if you won?
Oh, I would throw a joyous party, celebrate with the worst dance moves anybody's ever seen before.
I would spoil my little brothers.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $800 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Join the zone each Monday for Game Balls and Jockstraps, brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Find out who made the best, average, and worst headlines in sports and entertainment each Monday as Justin and DJ give you their Game Balls and Jockstraps on the zone from 10 to 1. It's all brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770. Call today to get your landscape updated to a whole new level and be listening for Game Balls and Jockstraps only on 103.7 The Buzz.
I formation now. Lassiter checks in at fullback. Washington dots the I. Second down and goal from the 3. Green from under center. 5 minutes to play in the game. Green hands it off. Washington right side at the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. Mike Washington from 3 yards out, and the Razorbacks get a little closer.
And welcome back once again to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott, Trey Shep, the superstar from Morning Madness, better known as DB, David Basil. I'm Randy Rainwater. You know, I saw on, was it Facebook I saw? I can't remember where I saw this, but I've got to tip my hat to David Basil for this little walk and talk that he did around the Oxford area.
Yeah.
But the thing that I was so impressed, DB, was when you were quoting all these historical facts about the Oxford courthouse.
Yes.
Yeah. What was? I mean, wow.
Well, I had to Marcus, Randy, I had to do my prep. I had to Trey Spielberg Shap filming and editing all that. And so, yeah, listen, I find this one, we're doing that every away game, Randy, and we're going to go do this, and Trey and I are going to go in Thursday at every away game and give a feel of the city and the campus and that kind of deal. And that was fun. You know, Todd Blackledge used to do some from just a food standpoint. Yeah, and so obviously we went in the Taylor Grocery, which has been around since 18.
Was it catfish? Yeah. Did you actually eat all three of those plates?
He ate everything off his plate.
I did. The catfish.
Wow.
Marcus, that place has been open since 1889. It was a dry goods store for most of its history until about 1970. For the last 50 years, they've served catfish and other food. Catfish is outstanding. But anyway, yeah, a lot of great history. Of course, you know the Union Army occupied Oxford during the Civil War.
Oh, yeah, U.S. Grant. I learned that today.
That's right. That's exactly right. Well, good. I'm glad you – listen.
I'm glad someone paid attention.
Thank you,
Randy.
Classes. Yes, that's right. Yeah, you know, listen, Terry, our CEO, saw me and you, Randy, with Trey, what we did at the SEC Media Days, and thought we should do some more of it. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So what do we do next week?
Graceland,
we're doing
both.
Street.
Yeah, you bet. Oh, man, there's so much. I don't know much about the Memphis campus. I don't know anything about Memphis.
I don't either.
I know about the city, though. It's a great city for sure.
I don't know about the campus either. I don't think I've ever been on their campus.
I don't think I have either.
The game's not going to be played on their campus.
Well, we'll have to do Simmons Bank Field, I think, right? In the Liberty Bowl.
Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Yeah.
It will take you to.
DB, where did we practice in '84? For the Liberty Bowl.
That's a great question, Marcus.
Well,
I
went to
remember.
Germantown. I bet you went to Germantown.
I think it was a high school. right?
You know, it was high school. You're right.
Yeah, I don't. I just remember we were getting ready for that kid they called Bo, which we whipped his.
Marcus, what do you remember about that? We heard about Basil.
I remember
how
Baz
he
put
Jackson.
Bo on his butt. I do remember that.
We shut him down for most of the game. We sure did. It was that was a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this to Marcus. I know you've been bragging on. I think you have. On Taylor Green.
Yeah.
If I was the defensive coordinator for Ole Miss, I would have been losing my mind.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's like, hey, somebody better make sure that they tackle number 10 every time he comes their way. I mean, 10 times he would come around the corner, there'd be nobody there. They were taking the dive man or somebody else. It's like, no, number 10 is going to be the dude. They finally rectified that in the second half a little bit. But I'll tell you, Taylor Green, we're not in that game tonight without Taylor Green.
Yeah,
oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What an effort! What an effort!
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Taylor Green on the night.
You know, and David, this running back 4, I'm really impressed with him.
Washington.
Too. Yeah. In fact, if I was just telling Randy before we came in, you know, I've heard coaches say, you know, in clutch situation, think players, not plays.
Correct.
So you know, receivers of any of the skill folks that are going to be apt to get stripped is them, because they're not going to touch it much.
Right.
I would have just loved, if you're going to try to get on the edge out there, I would love more to see a little screen to 4, or you know, something, a run pass with
on the last play on the fumble.
Yeah, I mean that's hindsight.
Marcus,
you know,
no.
Yeah.
So Sully and I said the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, they had not stopped Green on the corner all night long.
Why would
they never could contain him. They lost contain every time. Give him the option to throw a run, and like you said, it's easy to second guess at this point. But he had. I think Sam Pitman said after the game, everybody knew he was going to score. We knew that they were going to score. The one thing that would keep it from scoring is what happened. So I don't think they were going to stop us.
Mm-hmm.
That was deja vu. I know that. All right, let's talk with Savage. Savage will have extreme pearls of wisdom. Welcome to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show.
What's going on, fellas? You doing all right?
What's up, buddy?
Randy, Basil said something earlier when he was talking to Sully. We were told all this season about the size of our cornerbacks.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't have the IQ to actually, just because the size is there, doesn't mean you have the IQ to be in the right place on the field. Look at that. I mean, we're getting killed in the backfield, and Memphis is going to eat us alive. They got a pretty good passing game. What's your thoughts on that? I'm going to get off here.
Well, the one thing that he also, Sam Pitman, said, thank you, Savage, in the postgame show is they had to scrap everything that they were doing in the first half with all their checks and all their calls because obviously there were too many people, Ole Miss players, running wide open. And I'm thinking, isn't this supposed to be what the game is about, making adjustments and being able to, to adjust to the situation and if you can't make it that complex for your players to understand, what does that say about your players? That if they don't know what their assignment's supposed to be, if there's supposed to be switches or, he talked about one play where the player caught the pass in the end zone and he was basically uncovered. Either the linebacker, I forget how he described it, let him go. Now, the one play where number one caught that inside dig route, that was a nice little pick play. That should,
right.
If you're going to be fair about it and not rose-colored Arkansas glasses, but 19 definitely picked off the Arkansas defender enough to the point that he couldn't recover, and he was pretty much wide open, if that's who he was talking about. But, it is quite obvious, David, from a defensive standpoint, if you've got to get that plain, that vanilla, oh, my goodness, what can a play caller, on the other hand, like Lane Kiffin, do to you?
Well, again, you remember what Barry Odom did against Mike Leach a few years back, where he just said, "Hey, we're going to drop 8."
Yeah.
You just got to throw it in front.
Everything in front
throw
of
it. You know what? It gets to the point to where if you can't figure out who you're supposed to cover, let's just drop the guys and throw it in front of us, and let's come up and make a tackle.
And make the
tackle.
tackle.
You're giving up big chunks of 50-yard, 60-yard plays, and it's going to kill you every game.
Yeah,
hate that, but
and they're playing a lot of man tonight and getting worn out and didn't make the adjustments. And no pressure.
Right.
I mean, if you're going to play man, you got to get some pressure.
Nah,
just
didn't get much
zero
pressure.
100%.
Yeah, didn't get much pressure.
Kept setting himself up for that deep ball, and they kept throwing it up for grabs, and they kept coming down. Ole Miss kept coming down with the play.
Randy, the other thing, Sam Pitman was asked, Baz and I were in there about, another one score loss.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
On the road. And
he got mad. He didn't like that.
He did not like that question. Kind of threw his hands
I knew it was coming.
I knew that question was coming. I don't know what to do. Here we go
What does
again.
he expect?
I don't know.
What does he expect?
Yeah. I have no idea what he expects.
I will say this, though. I think, didn't most everybody think the game was over with basically with the end of the third quarter? I'm thinking,
no doubt.
Yeah, I'm thinking, this game's over.
No doubt. You had Taylon Green, who had a hamstring cramping up.
Yeah.
And I thought, this one's going to be over.
And Ole Miss was down on the 5-yard line, and instead of going for 7, they decided to kick the field goal, which gave us a chance to be able to come back. But you felt like the game was out of hand. All of a sudden, you look up and wait a minute, Arkansas might could win this game. And I was like, what? We might win this game.
Well, and then the defense got them a 3 and out.
That defense got a 3 and out. Yeah, like
and so,
whoa,
you thought, okay.
Yeah,
but
no,
didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
We've said that so many times in the one-loss games too. If.
I was reading some of these numbers to Marcus. Marcus doesn't like numbers, so I
he didn't like math.
You don't want these numbers. You don't want these numbers.
I sometimes have to talk to these numbers to myself, but it was the number of possessions.
Yeah.
7 of 9 possessions, Ole Miss scores. 7 of 9. Now, not every one of them was a touchdown, thank goodness. There was a couple of field goals,
right, Randy?
Yeah. I mean,
those first few drives we just could not stop. We had no answer.
Oh my gosh,
no answer. Yeah.
Okay, here it is. 7 drives. Actually, they had 10 drives, but that last one doesn't count because they're just running the clock out. Once I got the first down, it was over. But 7 of 9, and here's the part, DB, that I was telling Mark that it's just amazing. The average time of possession for Ole Miss, 2 minutes 40 seconds.
Yep.
2 minutes 40 seconds.
Did not take long. It didn't.
And they had 4 drives that covered at least 70 yards. And here's the other amazing number that you tend to forget. They did have actually 2 3-and-outs.
That's
2
it.
3-and-outs. That's amazing.
Was it the beginning of the coming out second half?
Third quarter.
Quarter started
the last and right before the fumble.
Yep. That was the only 2 times
Those
that
2
Arkansas
possessions.
three and out. Yeah.
Yeah, because there was only 1 punt, I believe.
Yeah, they had one. You remember that one drive it started at the 7, 12 play, 93 yards.
Yes.
That was a sort of a backbreaker there.
Yep.
So,
but here's the sad part about this. And as bad as the defense is, and they're horrible. That's really not unexpected for me. I've been saying, I really think
for about 10 years running.
No, not even that, Randy. I think even this year, I think Sam Pitman and Petrino understand that they don't have the talent and ability to guard people on the back end, and that they're going to have to outscore people. And I think they believe they can, especially with Green. And I do. I think they can do that. What really helps is if you can get a turnover or something and steal a possession. I said this during the weekend drive time. I think they're definitely going to have to outscore Ole Miss probably the next few games. Same
But when
thing.
that happens, then you lose. When that doesn't happen, you lose.
You're exactly right. So it's not surprising how bad the defense is. I think what's concerning is how are they going to create some type of turnover, some type of stop? Otherwise, you have to absolutely be perfect.
Yeah.
And, man, that's hard against good teams. Arkansas, I believe, can score with anybody. I believe Green is a phenom. I think he's unstoppable, really.
All right, we got to step away for a moment. This is the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
3 distinct, all-electric Cadillacs. Some drive them for the performance. Others drive them for the range. And some drive them because it's the only way to make an entrance. 3 different ways to turn every drive into an occasion. Whatever your reason, there's never been a better time to say, let's take the Cadillac. The all-electric Cadillac family of vehicles. Escalade IQ, Optic, and Lyric. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
Do you feel that, Arkansas? The Lotto jackpot is now more than $1 million. Why should you care? Because this $1 million+ prize can only be won in Arkansas. There are 2 Lotto drawings every week, and the jackpot keeps growing until there's a winner. Join the fun and play Lotto today. A $2 ticket could change your life. Get yours in stores today. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
It's Justin Anchor with Laura Beth from Kaufman by Design West, where we always talk about getting everything you need for your home, but they also are your one-stop shop for tailgating. We are so happy football's back, Laura Beth, and Kaufman by Design West has just what you need.
Yeah, we do. We have smokers, coolers, grills, and even solo stoves for all those chilly game days.
So if you want to stock up and get ready for your favorite tailgate, get out to Kaufman by Design West. It's out west past Taylor Loop, 14900 Cantrell Road. You can find out more about all the things they have to offer at kaufmanlumber.com.
In today's digital world, compliance isn't just a box to check, it's a necessity. Network Services Group will help you navigate the complex landscape of cybersecurity regulations, making sure your business stays compliant and secure. Stay ahead of the curve. Focus on what really matters, growing your business. Network Services Group, your partner in compliance for banks and medical organizations.
Network Services Group. One call does it all.
Summer is here, and so are soggy wands and muddy paw prints. Caddy's Touch Landscaping specializes in transforming outdoor spaces with refined solutions, drainage systems, retaining walls, and flower beds designed with ease of care in mind. Plus custom decks, fencing, and synthetic turf design to help clean up your kids' play areas and pet runs. Customize your space to enjoy year-round. Call Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770. Let a Caddy's Touch turn your dirt into dreams.
If I was a football coach wanting to motivate my team for the upcoming season, I'd load them on a bus and take them to Genesis of Conway. Let them know what winning looks like when you're committed to performance. You're going to find that commitment in every car you see and in every over-the-top service they offer. Oh, my team would be so fired up, they'd go undefeated. My offense would become known for their long drives, thanks to Genesis of Conway. The future of luxury today.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialist that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and light maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Pay depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
First and goal. Green gets the snap. Going to keep it. Option right. Touchdown, Arkansas. Taylon Green. He goes over from 5 yards out.
And welcome back once again to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott. Didn't even show this supposed to be still playing. Marcus Elliott, Trey Shapp, along with DB, David Basil. I'm Randy Rainwater. And I heard in the post game, but I didn't get maybe clarification. Kanai Walker, it sounded like he did give
He will be traveling back with the team.
Made the thumbs up as he was leaving the stadium, but did they
had movement in all of his extremities, went to the hospital, checked out okay, and was going to be brought back to the stadium so that he could get on the bus and travel back with the team.
I always wonder, Marcus, they didn't do that. They weren't obviously strict back then as far as we know.
What do they do? Rub some dirt on it, get back in there?
I wonder what is the description that the player has to give where they go, okay, we got to board him up, we got to stabilize his neck. There's something that the player says, I can't feel something. I can't feel something. I can't move. And most of the time, I'm probably 95% of the time these kids are fine, but you've got to go through that process. And I'll tell you one thing, it was so quiet here at Vaught Hemingway because of Chucky Mullins.
I didn't think about that, David.
I'm going to tell you, the place, they take it seriously here because they saw it happen and what it ended up leading to. And they gave him a round of applause when he put it. I mean, a huge round of applause when he put his thumb up. So that's good news.
It was towards the same end of the field where Chucky Mullins hit a Vanderbilt receiver.
Oh, my.
Was paralyzed.
And was paralyzed. And
so they know that well. They don't play around.
They've got his number retired here. Or the player wears the number 38. It's honored here, just like you see Eli and Archie. And then they have a bust of Chucky Mullins that the team walks out in front of before the game.
So, he's good to get that report for sure.
All right, DB, I wanted to get your thoughts on this or get your opinion on this.
Before we have to get out of here.
I'm trying to milk David as much as possible.
You're good, Double R.
Bass says he can go till 2 o'clock, Randy.
Listen, Marcus, I don't sleep, man. I stay up all night, get up early.
No, he just sleeps in the afternoon and almost misses Hog Wild game day.
We're getting up at 4:30 in the morning, so it's all good.
Where was that? Where was Hog Wild? Where did you was that at like
Little House on the Prairie?
Little House on the Prairie.
Little House on the Prairie where we were staying out.
We could have done it outside, but it was too warm. We would have had cows coming up.
Nice little farm.
Okay,
farmhouse.
I kept trying to place that business, or I thought it was a business, and I couldn't quite figure it out. Okay, all right. Here's my question for you, DB. When a field goal is missed, is that like a turnover to you, or is it just a missed opportunity?
Well, Marcus, I know when we played, it's so nice. We played with All-American kickers that were so reliable for the most part. We had one year where we didn't. It is so nice to have that. And I'll tell you, I remember one year when we struggled. It was, I don't know what year it was, but I remember saying, go for it. I remember telling them, just go for it. Just go for it, because we didn't have any confidence in the kicker. We'd rather you go for it. If you don't get it, the defense will come in and save the day. He's a freshman. Sully and I were talking about, we thought it was the wrong decision on that first kick.
I agree.
4th and 2, you go for it there. And, it's easy to second guess now. But, it is demoralizing. That's why it's so nice to have those. And that was the difference in the game going there at the end. It was his 2 misses and their 2 makes. But at the same time, he's a freshman, and it's not easy, tough environment. It does demoralize you a little bit because you don't get anything out of it.
Well,
you lose.
I was telling Mark, to me, it's like a turnover, because you take it down the field, and then you miss this field goal. In this case, it's in the early stages of the game, and even for those of us that were not at the game, you could actually feel what little momentum that was kind of swinging back and forth at that early stage of the game. Had Arkansas kicked that field goal, all of a sudden they're up 3-0. What happened is Ole Miss gets the ball, they take it right down the field and score. So instead of it being 7-3, it's 7-0. But now all momentum is on the side of Ole Miss. Again, it's just like a fumble. It's like a turnover to me.
Especially in a game like this when, David, I was just thinking about earlier some of the defenses you guys were on and the teams they were dominant. So, being conservative and giving the ball back, you really know that, okay, the other team's not going to score. You're going to get the ball back. But from the start in the game like this, that's when it really becomes a turnover. You've got to score every time. You got to get points every time in a game like this. So it really does look like a turnover when you miss a chance to score.
But you also, I think we all felt obviously real quickly that, of course, it did change at the end because that was the difference in the game, the 6 points. But there was 45 points scored in the second quarter.
Yes, 45.
I mean, good Lord! I was like, he's like, well, who needs a field goal when you're scoring 45 points between two teams in the second? I mean, there was no defense. But I get where you're coming from, and I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, we're going back to where you start dissecting every little aspect of it. The other thing that Mark and I were talking about during the break, Trey, DB, was the fact that even when Arkansas, and this has been an issue in the other games, Alabama A&M, and especially even last week against Arkansas State, and that is the number of defensive pass interference and the number of defensive holding penalties, that even when there is a semi so-called good play, it's like, I can't remember the player in particular who it occurred on, but he was draped all over the defender, the receiver, and maybe he does bat the ball away, but he's going to be called for defensive holding. I mean, whatever quality or good work that he had done up to that point, he negates it because he's having to hold the player in order to get in that position. Well, what good does that do? It's another free play.
Yeah. Well, again,
and how many times that Arkansas's defense guys allow Ole Miss to keep drives going because of a third down penalty?
Yeah, you just can't. A good team, you can't keep giving those. That's right. You just can't. And again, that's a sign of an undisciplined team.
And even Ole Miss, look at one of their drives where you thought they had scored a touchdown. It gets called back because of penalty.
They had 2 touchdowns called back.
They do it again, and it gets called back because of penalty, and then they finally score on you.
Yeah.
What's amazing, Arkansas actually led in time of possession.
Yep.
Thank goodness.
I'm telling you, it was if you like good defense, you were barfing tonight. We just could not. It was so. Now I will say this: they did come out in the second half, and both teams played a little bit better. They made some adjustments, but I just tell you, it's just I don't know I don't know if you don't have as much time to work on fundamentals. And
Arkansas had a chance when they come out of the second half and they 3 and out.
Yeah.
They get the ball. They need to take that and go down the field and score.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, and I hate to sound like a
Oh no!
Get
Please
off the
go ahead.
Get off the lawn. Get off my lawn, old guy in the bathrobe. But if I see another
Why
defense,
you gotta be in a bathroom?
If I see another defensive back after they have given up 30 points in one half,
Oh, I know where you're
and
going.
they make a tackle and they jump up and do some kind of dance or some kind of thing,
flap the bird.
I think I'm gonna
wings.
lose my mind after they miss 15 tackles and they finally make one and they get up and play to the crowd. Enough of that.
Yeah,
Baz, what'd you do when you tackled Bo Jackson? You got up,
Listen,
got ready for the next play.
If I celebrated with anybody, it was my teammates. That's why I go back and watch it. I mean, and especially if I'm getting beat, I'm not celebrating at all.
Yes.
Yeah. If we're getting beat and I make a good tackle, who cares? It doesn't really make any difference. And so it's I don't get. That's the way it is now, Mark. I don't know why they're that way, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but I do get this. We're going to step away, and we're going to hear from Sam Pitman.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Get
baby.
ready.
We got to hear what he's got to say.
I don't know.
Gotta love it. This is the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott, Trey Schapp, DB, number 53 in your program, number 1 in our hearts. I'm Randy Rainwater. Back with more of the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show in a moment.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Attention Central Arkansas. If you're looking for reliable home and business services, look no further. For over 45 years, Advantage Service Company has been your local expert in HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs with outstanding customer service from licensed technicians ready to help with every step. Call or text today and enjoy peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Cheer on your favorite university and call Advantage Service Company. Your comfort is just a call away. 501-1-CALL. 501-663-2255.
Volkswagen of Little Rock is committed to delivering a car buying experience that's grounded in expertise, integrity, and respect. From the moment you arrive, our team is here to help you find the right fit. Whether that's the versatile Tiguan, the all-electric ID4, or one of our thoroughly inspected pre-owned models, we take pride in providing a low-pressure, informative environment where your questions are answered and your time is valued. Visit Volkswagen of Little Rock today or begin your search anytime at www.vwoflittlerock.com.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken and sausage jambalaya for only $7.49 per pound, with corn souffle for $5.99 per pound.
At ABC Supply, when you've got a job to do, we do too. When your success depends on getting the details right, we're there for you every step of the way. Delivering more than materials, delivering passion, commitment, and the confidence to help you get the job done easier. Our teams understand the obstacles you face in building your business and reputation, because living up to our promises is how we help you live up to yours.
For location and product information, call ABC Supply North Little Rock at 501-955-0777 or visit abcsupply.com.
Don't miss the High School Scoreboard Show with Randy Rainwater, Kevin Bohannon, and Barry Grooms every Friday night at 10, only on 103.7 The Buzz. Brought to you in part by First Security Bank and UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine.
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $800 million. So, what would you do if you won?
Oh, I would throw a joyous party, celebrate with the worst dance moves anybody's ever seen before.
I would spoil my little brothers.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $800 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
It's Justin Anchor with Laura Beth from Coffin by Design West, where we always talk about getting everything you need for your home, but they also are your one-stop shop for tailgating. We are so happy football's back, Laura Beth, and Coffin by Design West has just what you need.
Yeah, we do. We have smokers, coolers, grills, and even solo stoves for all those chilly game days.
So if you want to stock up and get ready for your favorite tailgate, get out to Coffin by Design West. It's out west past Taylor Loop, 14900 Cantrell Road. You can find out more about all the things they have to offer at kaufmanlumber.com.
Stay up to date with the latest Razorback news with the Red White Report every weekday with Justin and DJ on The Zone. The Red White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital with UAMS Health.
Second and goal to go. Russell's in the game. I formation. Maddox Lassiter out of Warren lining up at the fullback spot. Green going to give the ball to Braylon Russell straight ahead at the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And we welcome you back once again to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott, Trey Shapp, DB. Yes, from Morning Madness, David Basil. I'm Randy Rainwater. Here is Sam Pitman.
It was a heck of a game by two good offenses. Certainly came down to the end where we had a chance to win it, and unfortunately we couldn't. But I was really proud of our offense. They kept us in it. Our defense couldn't do anything in the first half, especially most of the game. We got problems there. We got to get them fixed. But the offense kept us in the game there, and then the defense got a 3 and out, and we had a chance to win at the end. But two good SEC football teams out there. Unfortunately, we came up on the short end.
Go ahead, Trey. Yeah, Coach, defense, as you mentioned, struggled, got you in position at the end of the game. I guess what was the emotion like on the sideline leading up to that, and then obviously with the way things ended with Jalen getting stripped there?
Well, we got to communicate better. The 2 or 3 of the scores in the first half, we just had cut guys wide open, couldn't cover a back. We were checking to check, lanes checks, and we cut all that out in the second half because we had to give our guys a chance, and we didn't open field tackle very well, especially in the first half. Couldn't cover a back, and didn't put pressure on the quarterback, So those were some of the things at half that we certainly talked about and during the first half. And then, I don't think there's anybody in the room that didn't think we was going to win the game at the end of the game. We just had a turnover, and I've taken Jalen already aside. It ain't his. That's certainly not his fault that we lost the game. He's not. He certainly feels terrible about it, but I want to talk to him about it because he's made a lot of good plays for us in our first 3 games, and we've got to hold on to that ball. He understands that, but there's a ton of stuff in that game we could have done better that we'd have won the game, and I'm sure they feel the same way over there as well.
Did you expect to see Chambliss as the starting quarterback, given, I guess, the injury situation with him not being, with Simmons not being listed at all in injury report?
Trey, I don't know the expectations. To be honest with you, I probably expected him not to be listed, and we had prepared for both guys, and to be honest with you, they do the same thing with both guys, so one's right-handed, one's left, but we had prepared for their offense, which they run with either guy. Now, obviously, when Simmons came in, he couldn't run, but he certainly threw a touchdown on us, but so No, I didn't pay much stock in the injury report because I figured they'd play, whoever they wanted to, and we prepared for either one of them.
What did you think of Chambliss? Was he maybe a little more dynamic than what you anticipated, or what did you think?
No, I mean, he's a good player. I knew he was fast, and I knew he had a strong arm. I figured they would, run the ball with him a little bit more than the other one, just because that's what they had done in games prior to, But, I thought he played a really good game. I mean, we had interference, holding. We helped the situation as well with our 7 penalties. But I thought he played a really good game and did a good job, running the football and throwing it. Probably even a better job of throwing the football.
How impressed are you with the offensive line tonight? I mean, Taylor hardly got touched and 0 sacks.
Against a good defensive line too. Now, he never got hit late. Now Taylor took off, but not necessarily because of the pressure. We rushed for 200 some yards and threw for 300 some yards, and the offensive line just seems to me to get better and better and better. I just didn't feel any edge. I didn't feel anybody on the edge problems, and a lot of times they went to rushing 3 and dropping 8 because we were hitting them so much with our crossing routes and so, but our offensive line played really well. I think we had one holding called on us, but other than that, that's going to happen. Other than that, I think they played extremely well.
All offseason, you kind of spoke about needing to force turnovers to take care of the football.
Yeah.
I mean, on a night where you don't force any and you have a fumble, is that more ammunition for you to be a stress to the team?
Oh, I don't think so. You're going to have a turnover. We don't want to have that turnover, but one turnover in a game, I'm not going to make a mountain out of that. We don't want it, but it's more we got to get some. We didn't, and weren't really close to getting any, and so we've got to do a better job just overall defensively.
Coach, you mentioned.
Hey, that's coaching too now. That's all of us. That's not blaming just the players now. We got to get better everywhere.
You mentioned not getting as much pressure that you wanted to. Is there a way to manufacture that moving forward?
I'm sorry?
Is there a way to manufacture
pressure? Oh, man, we tried. We were bringing pressure inside. We were bringing pressure outside. We just didn't get there. And, most of the time when we did it, we were getting penalties, from holding, double moves, whatever it may be, and so we went pretty vanilla in the second half, just trying to make them earn everything, and work better. Work better.
You mentioned saying something to Jalen after the game. Do you say anything to Starzik after night? Do you kind of let him be as a kicker?
No, I said something to the team with him. I said something to him with the team in there. He's a freshman. He'll bounce back. The first one was awful long, but of course I wouldn't have done it if I didn't think he could make it. I felt like it was 4th and 2. I felt like taking the lead right there would, it's a first drive, so you really don't know how everything's going to roll as the game goes on. But there was a lot of times after that when I was on the headset with Bobby saying, hey, you got 2 downs here, you got 2 downs. And that was off of how it was going defensively for us as well, and but I don't even know what the hell you asked, to be honest with you.
So much chunk yardage in the air for them. What'd you make of your tackling in the open field?
I don't think it's very good, did you? I think it was horrible, so we got a lot of work to do. That's how it is, but we got good kids and they'll get better, but we got to do a better job of getting them ready. And but your question is valid. We didn't get them on the ground, with any space much at all.
Sam, was Taylor cramping up there in the third
Yes.
quarter?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any updates on Kanai?
Yeah, I think he's doing well. He's going to come. Thank you, and he's going to come back, and he's going to go home with the team. So.
Were you happy with the way they executed? You're down 10.
Say again.
Happy with the way they executed the end, down 10.
Can we?
I got you. Score, stop. Looked like everybody felt like they scored again.
Sully, I'm so sorry. I didn't get any of that.
Just happy with the way they executed the end of the game, down 10.
Hell yeah. I mean, we're going to win. And there's, like I said, I don't think there's anybody in here didn't think we was going to win, you know, and it just happened. But, you know, I was trying to take as much time as I possibly could. You know, we were at the 26, we had to score, but I'm trying to take as much time as I possibly can. That's why we didn't go run another play before the 2-minute warning. We're trying to give it to them. We're trying to score and give it to them late. And we were really on a good track. You know, we just went down, scored, stopped them, and man, but we just unfortunately had a turnover. But I was really proud of the way they executed, yes.
Coach, over the last couple of years, you know, losing by one score on the road to some really tough
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I mean, I don't know what I do with it. Tell me what to do. I mean, I don't know what to do.
Curious for you, how do you believe that this team will learn from the loss tonight and to hopefully, you know, flip the script moving forward in the next couple of weeks?
I don't know. I mean, they're hurt, which is a good thing. It means something to them, which is a good thing. So when you have that, they'll go back to work and they'll do a good job with that.
Appreciate you, Coach. We've got to get Taylor and Story in here.
Now that begs this question. I asked this earlier to Mark, so I'll ask it to both you and David, and that is, where does Arkansas go from here?
Well, they're in Tupelo right now.
I understand. I understand, Rick Schaefer, that they're headed back to Fayetteville tonight. I understand, Rick Schaefer, they'll be heading to Memphis.
Randy, I don't know where they go. I mean, they've got to find a way to stop Memphis, slow their offense down. They've got a good quarterback. Taylor Green, first Razorback ever to pass for over 300 yards and rush for over 100 in a game.
All right.
We got to get out of here.
Go.
Love you, boys.
You didn't even answer my question, so go.
Love you.
The great American pastime.
And being
I think I'm ready.
On 103.7 The Buzz, KABC Little Rock.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
I'm Craig O'Neill, and I got a question for you. What are the 5 smartest things you've ever done? Of course, I have no way of knowing what's on your list unless you own a Genesis. Then that day you discovered Genesis of Conway would make the top 5 easily. You see, you don't test drive a Genesis. You don't buy one. You don't own one. You love a Genesis. And with the 26s they can show you, it'll be love at first sight. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Lost in the legal jungle? Relax. You have a lion on your side. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of Legal Lions. For exceptional communication and exceptional results, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue. Lion Legal, we bite back.
At ABC Supply, when you've got a job to do, we do too. When your success depends on getting the details right, we're there for you every step of the way. Delivering more than materials, delivering passion, commitment, and the confidence to help you get the job done easier. Our teams understand the obstacles you face in building your business and reputation, because living up to our promises is how we help you live up to yours.
For location and product information, call ABC Supply North Little Rock at 501-955-0777 or visit abcsupply.com.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too, so that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken and sausage jambalaya for only $7.49 per pound, with corn souffle for $5.99 per pound.
Beechwood Hospitality presents coverage of the Dallas Cowboys on 103.7 The Buzz. Beechwood Hospitality, the leader in hotel property management.
Hi, I'm Hunter Bell from Bell Chevrolet. Football season in Arkansas is one of my favorite times of the year. And I think we can all agree that game days are better with tailgating. Fourth quarters are better with game-winning field goals. And the best played games are better with teamwork. And just like on the field, Bell Chevrolet is better because of our people and their dedication to our customers. Shop Bell Chevrolet and BellChevrolet.com today. Together, let's drive.
Attention Central Arkansas. If you're looking for reliable home and business services, look no further. For over 45 years, Advantage Service Company has been your local expert in HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs with outstanding customer service from licensed technicians ready to help with every step. Call or text today and enjoy peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Cheer on your favorite university and call Advantage Service Company. Your comfort is just a call away. 501-1-CALL. 501-663-2255. Green
now 5 of 8 passing for 92 yards. Their guy Chambliss is 5 for 5. Green gonna hand the ball off. Washington, lots of room inside the 40 to the 30 to the 20. There he goes. Mike Washington, touchdown Arkansas. Washington from 47 yards, a huge hole on the right side. Marion Harris with a big block, and Arkansas is right back in it.
And we greet you back once again to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott, I'm Randy Rainwater. David and Trey both shutting down there at Oxford, headed back home. Or I guess wherever they're headed. I assume they're headed back home. But we will continue on with the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. And by saying that, let's hear from Xavier Sorey and Talon Green.
It definitely hurts. And just with all the work that we've did since, Monday. But at the same time, it's a team effort and it's a team loss. And we're going to go back to the drawing board and see what we did well and continue to do that, and see what we didn't do well and improve on that. So,
what were you thinking when you guys got the ball back to 2 or whatever, 4 something left, whatever time was?
Go score. The defense gave us opportunity to do that, and my job is to put it and just to go score really.
Sadie, they had pretty much gone up and down the field, and you all, when you needed to, the defense got a 3 and out there. How were y'all able to do that?
We was just together. Good execution, and I think those previous plays where they did drive the field, just bad execution and things like that as a defense, and things we got to work on.
What did you see from Chambliss tonight, their quarterback?
Yeah, so going into this game, we knew he was a good runner, and that's what we saw on his feet. He ran the ball real good, and he threw real good too. So that's what I saw. Good player.
We talked about some defensive issues in the past couple games. We talked a little bit about communication problems. Did you feel like that was the issue, or was it more execution?
I would say just more execution and things like that. I don't know exactly what it is because we haven't watched the film yet. So we go Monday and watch the film and things like that, we'll know exactly what the problems was. But just coming right out the game, I would say just bad execution and things like that.
2 guys are captains. How do you keep this team together and not let this one affect you next week?
I would start by just saying it's we on the road night game. It's hard to win on the road at night. It's versus a good team too. Versus a good team, and You know, just know we early in the season, man. We real early in the season. We still got a long season ahead of us, and it's not the end of the world. And, you know, as long as we get better and keep getting better and better every day, I think we'll be good.
Yeah, it's early. It's an early season. Just keep everybody heads up and, you know, like I said, just get to the drawing board and just continue to get better. And it's an early season, so that's what
Taylor, Coach Pitman said he pulled Jalen aside, wanted to make sure, you know, he didn't take this too hard. I mean, did you guys speak with him, and how's he doing right now?
I mean, you know, he took it, you know, pretty hard, but at the same time, like, that shows how much he cares. And if you see Jalen and how hard he works day in and day out and, you know, never complains, you know, it means something to him. And, you know, I had a couple words, you know, to him, but, you know, at the same time, it's a team effort. It's not just on him. You know, I have to do better with my reads and getting people lined up quicker and just to execute too. So, but like I said, you know, I'm proud of this team and proud of the defense and just giving us opportunity. And you know, especially in the SEC, it's a 4-quarter conference, and all the games are won in the fourth quarter. So we have to, you know, lock in and, you know, execute in the fourth quarter.
Xavier, you guys, it seemed like you guys are calling a lot of blitzes, or T. Will was calling a lot of blitzes on defense, just not quite getting to the quarterback. I mean, how frustrating is that as the game wears on and you're dialing up these pressures and you just can't kind of get him? He's got the time he had tonight to throw the football.
Yeah, it's very frustrating not to be able to get to the quarterback. The first level guys, we always want to help out our third level guys like corners and safeties and stuff, because rush and covers work together. So we know us not getting to the quarterback, we put stress on our DBs. So as far as just like, we got to do better. Getting to the quarterback and either getting him off his mark, getting him on the ground, and just giving our DBs a chance. You know, they can't be covering for forever. You know, it's tough. So, yep.
Taylor, they rarely stop you guys tonight. What do you think went into y'all's ability to move the ball on them?
Just trusting the game plan, trusting Coach Petrino and the O-line, doing a great job, a wonderful job of, you know, communicating on the road in a hostile environment, and just giving me time in the pocket, and of course, you know, they're run blocking too, making holes. That's where it all starts, really, in the trenches, and, you know, receivers, running backs, tight ends doing a great job with the ball in their hands. So I would say those things.
What was this week like prepping for the possibility of Simmons and Johnson?
We was preparing for both of them, really. Didn't know who was going to start to really yesterday or today. So really just preparing for both of them, and yeah, that's what this week was like during practice.
And that was Taylon Green along with Xavier Sori. All right, we will step away for a moment. This is the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott, I'm Randy Rainwater. The First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show will continue in just one moment.
This is Trey Johnson with HJ Trailer Sales. Looking for a trailer repair? Need a new truck bed? HJ Trailer Sales has you covered. We're also your one-stop shop for Iron Bull, Good Guys, Hillsboro Trailers, and yes, Hart Trailers. We've even got them too. Family owned and operated, we're the most trusted trailer store in the state, with tons of financing options to fit your budget. Come see why everyone rolls with HJ Trailer Sales. HJ Trailer Sales, built on trust, driven by quality. Visit hjtrailersales.com or stop by today.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Noir golf wear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items, and you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial
888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
Dial 8 for Rainwater, Holton, Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
In today's digital world, compliance isn't just a box to check, it's a necessity. Network Services Group will help you navigate the complex landscape of cybersecurity regulations, making sure your business stays compliant and secure. Stay ahead of the curve. Focus on what really matters, growing your business. Network Services Group, your partner in compliance for banks and medical organizations.
Network Services Group. One call does it all.
Volkswagen of Little Rock is committed to delivering a car buying experience that's grounded in expertise, integrity, and respect. From the moment you arrive, our team is here to help you find the right fit. Whether that's the versatile Tiguan, the all-electric ID4, or one of our thoroughly inspected pre-owned models, we take pride in providing a low-pressure, informative environment where your questions are answered and your time is valued. Visit Volkswagen of Little Rock today or begin your search anytime at www.vwoflittlerock.com.
At ABC Supply, when you've got a job to do, we do too. When your success depends on getting the details right, we're there for you every step of the way. Delivering more than materials, delivering passion, commitment, and the confidence to help you get the job done easier. Our teams understand the obstacles you face in building your business and reputation, because living up to our promises is how we help you live up to yours.
For location and product information, call ABC Supply North Little Rock at 501-955-0777 or visit abcsupply.com.
Bass tournaments and some of the best fishing spots in the state. It's Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings with Big Sarge and his crew. Fishing Arkansas is presented by Shelter Agent Jamie Marsh, Stanley Hardware, and Sunrise Outfitters. Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings with Big Sarge.
This is Thomas Blackman with Blackman Auction. Since 1938, we've handled many different types of auctions. We sold bulldozers, excavators, farm tractors, farms, locomotives, fully custom rail cars, vehicles, Harley-Davidsons, cows, lake houses, hunting properties, pickups, heavy trucks, big trailers, plus hundreds of other random things. Honestly, if it's for sale, we probably sold it. Our knowledge and experience is priceless, much like your hard-earned assets. Since 1938, better auctions have always been Blackman Auctions.
Listen every Friday night for the high school football game of the week with Josh Neighbors and Jackson Broswell. Every Friday night this football season, the guys will travel the state to find the best matchups in high school football. And it's all brought to you by Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, Midtown Plumbing, Roller Funeral Homes, and Home Hardware Center.
C.J. Brown in motion on the left side. Green gets the snap, steps up, time down the middle. Got a man, Blake at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Arkansas! Omega Blake on the receiving end of a 30-yard touchdown pass.
Mark, welcome back to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott, I'm Randy Rainwater. Mark, I want to get your thoughts on this because, and especially now listening to Xavier Sorey and Taylor Green, when asked that question, it's kind of like, where do you go from here? And both said it's early in the season, and it is. That's just game 3. There's still 9 more games to be played. But it just seems like when you start looking back on previous history, past history, that something like this not only has been occurring, these one-score losses, and particularly fourth quarter one-score losses, that it really makes you ask, even if it's just the third game of the season, where does this team go from here? Is that an overreaction that this is not a crossroads? This is not a defining point per se of not just this team, but this season. Is that an overreaction?
Randy, I think there could be several defining points, as you say. Well, let's look at it another way. Let's say Arkansas wins this game, Randy. Okay? That sets Arkansas up for a run now, given what's happening to Notre Dame, right? Where Arkansas literally takes this program to being relevant again, right? You beat Ole Miss. Ole Miss is in the top 25. You got a national game. Now, I'm sure Notre Dame's going to stay in the top 25, even at 0-2. But they'll come to Fayetteville, and I think you got a legitimate chance to beat them because, A&M beat them, scored a bunch of points on them. I think Arkansas can score
41 points on them.
I'm taking Taylor Green over A&M's quarterback every day and twice on Sunday. So, you win this game, and the future looks bright, Randy. Now, if you're a player, to speak to what your question is, where do you go from here? It's deja vu all over again because you're right back where you started last year. Granted, Ole Miss beat the dog out of you last year, and you competed a little more but this is a heartbreaker. So, this is a coaching thing, right? Heck, everything's about leadership. But this is a coaching thing. I don't know how you can go into a game this big and the sideline announcer comes back after halftime and says, after talking with Coach Pitman says that all of those big plays given up by the defense were because of communication. Late communication. Okay? Randy, if you're having mental errors, mental mistakes to that degree in a game like this, that's leadership. That's coaching. And then you don't make enough adjustments. But again, why are we expecting something different? It happened last year, happened the year before, and the year before. What made us think it would be different?
Well, didn't you buy the hype over how much in revenue sharing money went towards the secondary?
I know.
Didn't you buy into the hype of so much of the revenue sharing money was spent on the offensive line? Now there's
some improvement.
There is
right.
a glimmer of hope there
on the O-line. Yeah,
but I'm just wondering. There's some brilliant minds who are defensive coordinators in this league, in the Southeastern Conference. There are brilliant offensive minds who are in this league, the SEC. And all they got to do is just take the template that was given tonight, once again by Lane Kiffin. I mean, if we're going to look at a positive, if you're going to get all your warts exposed, at least have those warts revealed or exposed in just the third game of the season. And yes, that is the first game of the Southeastern Conference. It was the conference game tonight, but at least maybe it's like I think it was Sorey said. We go back, we look at the tape on Monday. There's a lot of correcting that's got to go on. And,
yes
that
and
goes
no.
back.
Yeah.
That goes back. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm asking this question.
Okay.
Can coaching overcome then some of the mistakes that's being made?
No. Players, not plays. What we saw last or today against a good team now, there's nothing you can do about it. Randy, this was even in the first half. Now, granted, I understand it was hot and humid, I guess. We looked
92
slow.
degrees at game time.
Our secondary looked like they were running in mud versus Ole Miss's receivers. Okay, so and granted, Ole Miss probably bought some good receivers. Granted.
I still can't get used to that term, but that at least it is applicable now.
Yes, they probably bought some. But there are going to be other teams that are got great receivers.
They bought some good receivers,
They bought some good receivers, too. We didn't buy good athletic DBs. So you can, other than what David said, go radical and just do umbrella umbrella
Play in front of
coverage,
you.
too deep all the time, keep everything in front of you and hope the other team makes a mistake. And guess what? That's probably not a bad solution.
After what I saw tonight?
It's probably the only solution.
After what I saw tonight? No. I hate zone. But right now, that's the only defense that this secondary should be playing.
Well, you're not getting any pressure.
No. All right. This is the First Security fifth quarter postgame show. Stay tuned.
Hey, this is Mitch at Red River Ram Dodge Chrysler Jeep. I saw an ad the other day, and I thought, no wonder people don't trust car dealers. I looked up the discount they were offering that was $20,000 off, only to find out they put a $12,000 to $15,000 lift kit on this truck, marked it up $38,000, and then said they're taking $20,000 off. Make that make sense in somebody's head. Folks, come check us out. RedRiverRam.com. See why we're Arkansas's #1 Ram dealer, or make that beautiful drive right here to Heber Springs.
At ABC Supply, when you've got a job to do, we do too. When your success depends on getting the details right, we're there for you every step of the way. Delivering more than materials, delivering passion, commitment, and the confidence to help you get the job done easier. Our teams understand the obstacles you face in building your business and reputation, because living up to our promises is how we help you live up to yours.
For location and product information, call ABC Supply North Little Rock at 501-955-0777 or visit abcsupply.com.
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $800 million. So, what would you do if you won?
Oh, I would throw a joyous party, celebrate with the worst dance moves anybody's ever seen before.
I would spoil my little brothers.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $800 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Join the zone each Monday for game balls and jock straps, brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping. Find out who made the best, average, and worst headlines in sports and entertainment each Monday as Justin and DJ give you their game balls and jock straps on the zone from 10 to 1. It's all brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770. Call today to get your landscape updated to a whole new level and be listening for game balls and jock straps only on 103.7 The Buzz.
Hey, it's Craig O'Neill, looking forward again to a school year of reading stories to kids and getting me all over the state of Arkansas to schools everywhere. My GV80, Jenny from Genesis of Conway. And they've got a great story, a huge selection of pre-owned trade-ins, low mileage, terrific low prices, and top of the line. It's a story with a happy ending for you at Genesis of Conway. The future of luxury today.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and light maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Paid depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Lost in the real estate jungle? Boundary or easement dispute? Title problem? Hire Lion Legal. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of legal lions. When in war, you need the roar. for exceptional communication and exceptional results in all real estate-related legal matters. Hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
Beechwood Hospitality presents coverage of the Dallas Cowboys on 103.7 The Buzz. Beechwood Hospitality, the leader in hotel property management.
I formation now. Lassiter checks in at fullback. Washington dots the I. Second down and goal from the 3. Green from under center. 5 minutes to play in the game. Green hands it off. Washington right side at the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. Mike Washington from 3 yards out. The Razorbacks get a little closer.
And we greet you back from the studios of the Buzz Radio Network. Welcome back to the First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show. Marcus Elliott. I'm Randy Rainwater. Let's see. I don't know what we would call this, Mark. It's our, we'll just call it our video board. And Chip says, such a rudderless program that starts with the AD. The future is bleak. I wonder who with HY, I guess that's Hunter Yurchek. Such a rudderless organization. And then there's actually one above that, Damon. I can't read it. I only see the last couple of words on it. Yeah, that one. I'll read the one from JS. Glad I got in at 6.5 and bet the over. Parlay at plus 230. Hogs didn't win, but I did. Mm-hmm. This is where I'm at as a Hog fan after 4.5 decades. Sad. Yeah. Well, in fact, if you had, I don't know what the over-under was on the Arkansas State-Iowa game. That was like 22.5 to begin the day. So, yeah, if you bet Arkansas State, you could have made some money today on that game. But, yeah, started off, Bet Saracen had it at 9.5, got it all the way down to 6. So if you got it, obviously, at 9.5, anything above 6, then you get the over-under. The over-under was 62.5 and a total of 76 points. So
that's a good day.
Yeah, good day, especially if you put a few zeros with however that you look at it. You know, I was asking that question a few moments ago. Where does Arkansas go from here?
What do you think, Randy?
I really think, and I'm trying not to overreact, but I really am concerned, Mark, because just as I was saying a few moments ago about the league, and okay, if you're a Power 4, unless you're just an 0-12, but if you're a 6-6 and above type of program, you're going to have quality coordinators. And those guys are being paid a lot of money to do their job. And whatever they saw tonight on tape, combine that with whatever they determine is the matchups that can work to their advantage, then I expect next week, as an example, going into the game with Memphis, that's going to be a dogfight. I know they played Troy today. I think they beat them 28-7. It wasn't, an overwhelming victory, but this is a Memphis program that's coming off of back-to-back 10-win seasons. They've been enjoying a lot of success lately. Now you can argue it's not the SEC. We're only talking one game. We're not talking to play them 12 times. You're talking about one game, and it's at their house.
Which I bet Arkansas has more fans. Well, I don't know. After tonight, I was going to say if Arkansas won tonight, they definitely would have more fans than Memphis. But really, I don't know.
Answer your question.
No,
I didn't fully answer your question. I am concerned.
Yeah.
I am concerned.
If Arkansas loses, it could spiral.
That's my point. That is my point, because all of a sudden now that Notre Dame game that you thought was winnable, now it gets even tougher.
Pressure. And
then after watching, I watched the majority, if not 9/10 of that game today. It went overtime, but between Georgia and Tennessee, and some can argue that Tennessee should have won that game.
Well, here's what we have to accept. You correct me if I'm wrong, Randy. Who can Arkansas stop?
That is
okay.
That is my concern.
So, as I said all last week, if Bob Petrino and Pitman, they're football people. They've been doing this for decades. They knew, and they know what they have on defense. They know the only shot they have is through their quarterback and to outscore teams. And guess what? They can do that. Tonight, Randy, if nothing else, tonight proved that they can outscore teams. They should have won this game even though they did not get one turnover. My thought was they're going to have to outscore teams and get some turnovers. If they can do that in the big games, they'll win them. Well, they didn't get one turnover tonight, and Pittman's right. Ole Miss does not stop Arkansas. Only thing that stopped Arkansas was Arkansas. Now, I think there are a lot of things they could have done better on that possession to get it in the end zone rather than turning over. I think he got a little cute with the little hitch out there. But Arkansas can do it on offense. But what we have to face right now is there's no way they can do it on defense.
Nope.
They just can't. They don't have the personnel to do it against a good team. They can't pressure. Their front is average at best. Their defensive front is average at best. They get no pressure off the edge. Backers may be the most athletic piece on the defense. They're not fast. They're literally sitting ducks. And I'm going to cut as bad as the secondary looked, I'm going to cut them some slack. Arkansas, you read a stat to me earlier, Randy, they had no quarterback pressures. Zero.
No quarterback hurries.
Nobody can hold up to that.
And that one sack that Miguel Mitchell got was probably at 2 yards short of the line of scrimmage, which means the quarterback was scrambling and just happened to be caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So, that's a fact for the rest of the season, for the rest of the schedule. Team's going to score a bunch of points on Arkansas, period. Now, if Arkansas can get some turnovers, they can win some of these games. But how are you going to turn the ball over, Randy, if you can't put pressure on the other team, if you don't have a difference maker anywhere on defense? Tell me who stands out defensively that opposing team, a good team, looks at and says, okay, we got to be careful about this guy. This guy can wreck the game for us. Who?
I'm not seeing one. I am not seeing one.
It's not one.
I was hoping maybe Quincy Rhodes 97 off the edge. Then he
looks good in the uniform.
He tweaked his back last week against Arkansas State, and he was questionable going into today's game. I thought maybe, just maybe, Campbell Number 5 could be that stuffer in the middle.
I like him. He's been there, but he to me, he's never been a difference maker.
Yeah, no. And then you're seeing flashes from, I say flashes, from number 1. That's Lee, Philip Lee. And then you've got 0, Justice Boone. And they may develop into something as the season goes on, but right now it's not like, okay, we got to double him. Yeah. It's not like they say, oh, there's Michael Parsons out there. No. This is bad.
Mm-hmm. No game wreckers.
No.
You just need one. Really need 1 or 2 on both sides of the ball. Arkansas has none. They got a couple on the offensive side, 0 on defense.
I think Damon is telling us enough's enough. All right, we will come back and wrap it up and say goodnight. Marcus Elliott, I'm Randy Rainwater. The First Security Fifth Quarter Postgame Show will continue.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot, Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Noir golf wear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items, and you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
In today's digital world, compliance isn't just a box to check, it's a necessity. Network Services Group will help you navigate the complex landscape of cybersecurity regulations, making sure your business stays compliant and secure. Stay ahead of the curve. Focus on what really matters, growing your business. Network Services Group, your partner in compliance for banks and medical organizations.
Network Services Group. One call does it all.
Volkswagen of Little Rock is committed to delivering a car buying experience that's grounded in expertise, integrity, and respect. From the moment you arrive, our team is here to help you find the right fit. Whether that's the versatile Tiguan, the all-electric ID4, or one of our thoroughly inspected pre-owned models, we take pride in providing a low-pressure, informative environment where your questions are answered and your time is valued. Visit Volkswagen of Little Rock today or begin your search anytime at www.vwoflittlerock.com.
Injured? There's only one number you need to know. 888-8888.
At Rainwater, Holton, Sexton, no case is too big and no insurance company too strong.
Just dial 888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Attention Central Arkansas. If you're looking for reliable home and business services, look no further. For over 45 years, Advantage Service Company has been your local expert in HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs with outstanding customer service from licensed technicians ready to help with every step. Call or text today and enjoy peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Cheer on your favorite university and call Advantage Service Company. Your comfort is just a call away. 501-1-CALL. 501-663-2255.
This is Thomas Blackman's Blackman Auction. Since 1938, we've handled many different types of auctions. We sold bulldozers, excavators, farm tractors, farms, locomotives, fully custom rail cars, vehicles, Harley-Davidsons, cows, lake houses, hunting properties, pickups, heavy trucks, big trailers, plus hundreds of other random things. Honestly, if it's for sale, we probably sold it. Our knowledge and experience is priceless, much like your hard-earned assets. Since 1938, better auctions have always been Blackman Auctions.
It's Justin Anchor with Laura Beth from Coffin by Design West, where we always talk about getting everything you need for your home, but they also are your one-stop shop for tailgating. We are so happy football's back, Laura Beth, and Coffin by Design West has just what you need.
Yeah, we do. We have smokers, coolers, grills, and even solo stoves for all those chilly game days.
So if you want to stock up and get ready for your favorite tailgate, get out to Coffin by Design West. It's out west past Taylor Loop, 14900 Cantrell Road. You can find out more about all the things they have to offer at kaufmanlumber.com.
Tune in to 103.7 The Buzz as Justin Acree and DJ Williams broadcast live from each meeting of the Wooded Rock Touchdown Club, brought to you by Arkansas Spine and Pain. Justin and DJ will broadcast live from the Doubletree downtown, bringing you interviews with each speaker and their comments to the club live. Monday, the Wooded Rock Touchdown Club welcomes University of Arkansas Athletic Director Hunter Yurachek. That's The Zone live at the Wooded Rock Touchdown Club, brought to you by Arkansas Spine and Pain.
Lost in the legal jungle? Relax. You have a lion on your side. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of Legal Lions. For exceptional communication and exceptional results, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue. Lion Legal. We bite back.
Don't miss the High School Scoreboard Show with Randy Rainwater, Kevin Bohannon, and Barry Grooms every Friday night at 10, only on 103.7 The Buzz. Brought to you in part by First Security Bank and UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine.
They're going to have to snap it one more time. And then the Rebels will celebrate moving to 3-0, and Arkansas will go home 2-1 with Memphis awaiting next week. Tough one tonight. There's the snap. Chambliss takes a knee, and this one's in the books. Sam Pitman and Lane Kiffin making their way to midfield. Heck of a football game. If you're a Razorback fan, the wrong team won. Ole Miss wins it 41-35.
All right, that was Chuck Barrett with the final call of tonight's Heartbreaker versus the Ole Miss Rebels. Let's see. This from our video board. Taylon Green is Vince Young mixed with Matt Jones.
I was thinking that earlier, too. A comparison for Green would be Vince Young.
If TG can stay healthy, we've got a chance to win more games, maybe a surprise or two in a good way. There were some others, but I can't. They've already disappeared. I'll give him the Tennessee game last year. It's the only SEC or Power 4 win I can think of that the defensive game plan actually made a difference.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
And Lake Show says, yeah, we got to keep TG10 upright. Real heartbreaker. Yeah. Agree with all that.
Yeah.
All right, next week, what was it, 11 o'clock? Is that right? No. That didn't sound right.
Is that the kick?
I forget what time the kickoff is. I can't believe I can't already recall that. They announced it midweek, and anyway, we'll be here regardless. Mark and I will be here. They have.
It is. What happened here?
11 o'clock. See, I was right. Well, Damon, that's not my fault. That microphone's open. I don't know why.
So 2 11 o'clock games in a row.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, David. Great input. Yep, that's all it is. So you were so close, Mark, but yet so far away. You had your 6-0 prediction right there on the table. You could have been that rocket scientist. You could have been that
genius. What do you call the Notre Dame or what?
Whatever it is, but you slipped away.
Oh.
And once again, so close, but yet
so far
Story of my
away. Story of my life.
All right, we're going to shut her down. Say so long and good night for Marcus Elliott. Trey Shapp. Thanks to DB for sitting in. David Basil. I'm Randy Rainwater. Have a great weekend, what's left of it. How about them Packers? Have a great rest of the night. Great weekend. We'll talk with you on Monday on Drive Time Sports. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the First Security Bank Fifth Quarter on the Buzz Radio Network. This broadcast has been brought to you by First Security Bank.